So I spent many years on a submarine, and a couple days ago, the a submarine took out a man of war in Iran, well, in the international waters. It was an Iranian warship. It was really weird because they did something. It's first of all, it's the first uh, torpedoing of a ship by a submarine since 1945. We haven't done this since World War II. Now, we did a lot of stuff in Desert Storm and stuff like that, where we shot cruise missiles from, beneath the ocean. We can come up to periscope depth and send some cruise missiles off, and we did that sort of thing. But actually, submarines are called hunter killers. The submarine service is called the silent service. And submarines are called hunter killers, and we run in what we call wolf pack, hunter killer wolf packs. So silent service hunter killers is what we're called in the military, or bubbleheads, affectionately by other members of the Navy. They call us bubbleheads. It's some people think it's a negative thing. We wear it proudly. Hey, bubblehead. But there was a technique that we used in World War II because it was the only way you could do it back then, to stalk a ship down and shoot it from periscope depth. That was how it was done then. It hasn't needed to be done like that since probably the 50s. Now we have sensor arrays and all kinds of things that I'm not at liberty to speak about, but we can track and hunt ships and shoot them and never even look at them. We just never even we don't even have to see the damn things. We can just hunt them and kill them. Hence the name hunter killers. But this was an exceedingly interesting thing where they actually prosecuted this ship. They actually prosecuted this ship, this fully capable man of war. They prosecuted this ship from periscope depth. And that is like the most ballsy thing that I'm just like, I'm like, damn, submarine brothers, you guys went all the way back to 1942 on this business. They actually prosecuted this ship from periscope depth. And, at periscope depth, you're only about, 60 feet deep, maybe. And so airplanes from the sky can see your silhouette, like you're not invisible anymore. Airplanes from the sky can see your silhouette and all this kind of stuff. And so I'm looking at this picture here, and I'm like, they actually shot this damn boat from periscope depth. It is crazy. It's crazy to see that, man. And I just I'm just really like blown away by how they actually made that happen. And it is remarkable that they approached it like this. They could have shot this thing from underneath the ocean, and they went after it like this. So that's absolutely truly crazy. And I'm glad that they were able to come away from that with their lives, because that was a hellacious maneuver to do that from periscope depth at uh-oh, something's going wrong with my system here. Can I get my let me see, present screen? What's going on? We can't have that. Screen one. Let's try that. Okay, and there. So this is a rendition I made. I made this in AI, but this is the original picture, and you would see this is crazy, but this is kind of something that they would have seen, something like that, and then gone. And so that was my AI rendition of it. Now, I don't know why it's black and white. The picture that they release is black and white. I remember that back when I was in the attack periscope was black and white. And the attack periscope we used was the same periscope we used in World War II. I don't know if new submarines today keep the same attack periscope, but if they do, that would probably be the reason why you see it in black and white. Here is the actual picture of this ship sinking. This is what they saw, and so that might be why it's black and white, or I'm not sure. But this is the pictures that I got off the internet. But anyway, for my bubbleheads out there, man, to all my bubblehead brothers that watch this, they were able to do that ballsy ass maneuver to go attack a straight on man of war, World War II like, from periscope depth. Boy, that was something. That was something. Those guys' lives were on the line. So hey, any of those guys that you see now, that 10 or 15 years from now has PTSD or something, don't give those guys hell. Like what battle were you in? Yeah, my ass was fully exposed doing our business for the government. Anyway, today on Black Dragon Biker TV, alrighty, we're going to be doing talking about the Rock Machine Motorcycle Club is having, or did have, a horrible, incredible fight. And this is a storied motorcycle club, and it's had many, many fights before. This fight was to keep their name in terms of at the trademark office. And we're going to be doing this show today about when these bullshit MFers discover the trademark office. And most motorcycle clubs do not protect these trademarks. They don't know how. You guys are into motorcycle clubbing and not into handling your business. And although your situation might not be as deep as what the Rock Machine was going through, we see this bullshit over and over again, where a sneaky MF sneaks his ASS over to the trademark office on you. And it is a mofo when you get to understand that motorcycle clubs are not exempt from the regular rules of organization that any other business is subject to. So we're going to dive into the ongoing trademark battle over the Rock Machine Motorcycle Club name, logos, and patches. One of the most violent and storied 1% clubs in Canadian history. We'll break down what's happening in the courts with it, why this matters to every MC out there, and exactly what happens when clubs fail to properly protect their trademarks and intellectual properties. And then if we have time, Tia Redbone Bunch will talk about real talk on strippers and loose women on the biker set, especially when your man is actively involved. How do old ladies handle it? What's protocol? What crosses the line? No filter, no excuses. So join us, myself and Woo, Young Outlaw, Tia Redbone Bunch, and of course Lavish is off working today, so he won't be on the show today, or it will be late when he gets on, if he's able to get on. So we'll talk about all this in 1 minute and 7 seconds right after this brief introduction. Hey, thank you guys for being with us since 2026. Rock Machine fights to keep its logo, or Rock Machine fought to keep its logo. Is that a better way to say it? And all of that in 1 minute and 7 seconds. Thanks for tuning in since 2016. We'll be right back. Black Dragon Biker
Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started in the Navy and hit the sea, revving Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for leather vest from the mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the mighty Black Sabbath MC. Where he paid his dues and he earned his stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with a cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says get skinny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Just self-educated by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Brothers of the Black Sabbath MC Nation, join me. Let's become stronger than we ever were. Yeah, brother. A breed apart.
Join the Insane Dragons. Brotherhood, sisterhood, no politics, no bullshit, just riding, racing, and fun.
Yeah. I remember this one kid I met.
Well, alrighty then! Hey, it's your boy Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker News you can trust. Biker News you can use. Biker News from a biker's point of view. And allow me to introduce my co-hosts. The wonderful Young Outlaw. What's up, man?
Good morning, good morning, good morning from cold and rainy ass New York City. wait, I got good news real quick though. It's gonna be 70 degrees next week. It's gonna be 70 degrees next week.
70 degrees next week. That's a long time from now. And the lovely Mrs. Tia Redbone Bunch.
Love, honor, and respect.
Hello. I'm lonely here.
No,
Tia.
we can hear you.
I said I'm lonely here, Tia. That it's not the same anymore. My raggedy ass neighbors moved out, and there's no one here anymore. First thing in the morning, blasting music, and getting in the way. That's all gone now. No cars parked everywhere. No broken down cars everywhere. And it looks like I'm now the new proud owner of a damn dog. That's not my dog. It wasn't my dog. I wasn't trying to have it as a dog. These mofos, they left their damn dog. They departed the place in the middle of the night, owing everybody money, and they left that damn dog on me, man.
She's a blessing. She's part of us. She's one of us now. She's a beautiful pit bull. She looks like a cow. Not in her size, but her pattern of her hair. She's beautiful. She's an asset.
She is another mouth to feed. She is bad as hell. She doesn't come when I call her. She keeps running away. I had to buy a whole damn GPS system because she runs away so much.
She likes to run away. She does. She likes to explore, but it's okay. You know, sometimes we gotta tap that. Sometimes we gotta tap that little bottle to let her know no.
She pees in the house every day. This.
They paid you. That was the money they left the dog. That was the payment. They paid you.
Oh my God, man. Everybody kept saying, stop saying that's not your dog, BD. That's your dog. It's not my dog.
It's your dog now.
Oh my God, man. Oh, they're saying it's an old video, just doctored. Is that what it is? Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I couldn't understand why it was in black and white. So that could be, you could be right about that. I don't know. And I've been I don't know, and I've been looking at it, but that's the one I've seen. And if it's like that, they shot that thing from periscope depth, and that is crazy. I wouldn't think that they would do it like that, but if that's a real video, then that's what happened. And holy moly, you don't know anymore. You just don't know anymore. That intro was on fire, Black Dragon. It's raining and windy here out in OKC. Man, OKC is kind of like New York in that it can be cold as a mofo there. They actually get real winters there. I grew up there. Or it could be 90 right now. So I guess it's cold and rainy there. I just want to say thank y'all for the after show of the show yesterday. We need that and needed that. Thank you, Mama Redbone. Mama Redbone, for the life you bring to the show. Mama Redbone? Oh,
You know,
wow.
I would rather be looked upon as a mother than anything less.
Mama Redbone means I'm old. You cannot be called Mama Redbone. I'm sorry.
Well, I do have
Hell no.
children.
No.
And that just means that we have.
We're not calling you Mama Redbone. What am I going to be? Grandfather Black Dragon?
Yes, baby. Yes, we're there.
No. Hell no.
I like it though. I like your wisdom. It's just like having a big dragon. I can climb all over.
All right. Okay. Help me, Woo.
That's another episode. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Danny D'Lo said she yelled at me like a mama. She did. She tore Danny D'Lo's ass up a couple days ago.
I sure did. If I love you, I'm gonna make sure you straight. I am. I'm gonna check on you.
But I'm not gonna say why. I won't put his business out here. I'm trying this out from Facebook today. The view is different. Hey, K Black, what's up? Woo past that, bro. What you got, bro? What you smoking on?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I got you though. I got you. It's the straight vape. Let me not exaggerate. It's just a vape. It's a vanilla strawberry, I think is the flavor. Vape that
Mama Iron Ranger says, hey, what's wrong with Mama? Not that I always get in trouble here on these things. Hey, look, the Rock Machine. This is some bullshit here, man. I gotta tell you, Woo, and we're gonna talk about this. I gotta tell you, when motorcycle clubs don't take care, motorcycle clubbing has always been a small kind of club thing where you and a bunch of bros get together. Everything is kind of like street. Everything goes by your word, mano y mano. We take a vote on everything. You think that everybody that comes is a good person and everything will be fair. You fail to realize that you have to protect yourself legally. You have to protect your intellectual property. Because the piece of dog manure, like the dude named Hardcore who came to our club, there's always a piece of dog manure who feels like he's 2 steps smarter than the average bear. And you'll look around and that person is now running to the patent office or the trademark office, and they all of a sudden they have the trademark of a club that's been around for 50 years. They own it. You're like, how did this happen? Because you didn't handle your beeswax. That's how that happened. Because the club didn't handle its beeswax. And we can talk about this over and over again, how a club that's been in a clubhouse for 35 years but never took the time to buy it. They've paid for it 5 or 6 times, and before they before long, all of a sudden the owner dies and their relatives take over, and now you don't have a clubhouse. This is stuff that has happened in the annals of the Black Sabbath history, and many clubs like it. Insane Throttle Biker News says Mama is the utmost biggest honor for a woman to be called by us Italians. For a woman to be called that is huge. It's nothing to do with age. It's all about putting a woman on a pedestal. Oh, Hollywood.
Aw.
Shut the hell up.
It's the truth. I want my brothers to respect me, and it's hard to respect a woman that you see drinking all the time or got her ass on a dance floor all the time at everybody's club all the time, smoking on hookahs. No offense, brother. We all have our things we do, but yeah,
So
that's the honor.
To this story, okay, so Mama Redbone it is then. So to
I didn't agree to that.
So to this story, the surprise fight for the trademark of a notorious outlaw biker club with a deadly history. So this is the Rock Machine Motorcycle Club, and they've had out of Canada, they had a hell of a history, and they could have been probably the baddest club in Canada. I think what happened was eventually they lost the war, but for what has happened to have happened from a club this storied, let's read a little bit about it. So, a fight for the ownership of the trademark of an outlaw motorcycle club's patch, a logo notorious from a biker war that killed more than 160 people, has been settled now in federal court. That just almost seems sacrilegious. It has been settled by federal bureaucrats at the Canadian Intellectual Property Office. And what do? They turned against the Canadians. This is sad. And went for the Americans. In a strange clash of corporate rules meeting biker culture, the mother of the former national president of the Rock Machine Motorcycle Club faced a hostile takeover of her right to the logo by a law firm representing a client the lawyers wouldn't even name. The Rock Machine name and logo is recognizable to many people of a certain age, particularly in Quebec, Canada. The patch was worn on the backs of the losing side of a devastating underworld power struggle with the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club that shockingly stretched from 1994 to 2002. With a staccato of shootouts, assassinations, bombings, arsons, mass arrests, and screaming headlines. And like I said earlier, 160 people were killed. The patches are the colors that members of all outlaw clubs, actually all motorcycle clubs, wear on their backs as a symbol of their affiliation and a projection of the club's power. The Rock Machines patch was submitted for trademark protection in 2010 by Sylviette Brown of York Region, north of Toronto. Records show that a Google search by an official with the Canadian Intellectual Properties Office, CIPO, revealed accounts of gangs, turf wars, arsons, and murders, but it was nonetheless accepted as a registered trademark in 2012. Now, you see that they fought the war from 1994 to 2002. They didn't even register for a trademark until 2012. The trademark granted for the Rock Machine logo in the distinctive form of most outlaw motorcycle club patches featured a stylized bird's head with a predator's beak and a beady eye. Above the bird, it says Rock Machine, and below it says Nomads. On the right, it says MC, short for Motorcycle Club, and on the left, it's a diamond-shaped 1%, which is a symbol designated as an outlaw club. Actually, more than an outlaw club, it designates it as a 1% motorcycle club. There are outlaw clubs that are not 1% motorcycle clubs, and then there are 1% motorcycle clubs. So here's their patch right here, and I don't know where their diamond is. I don't see it here. So in 2004, lawyers from Swift Law who were intellectual properties hold on, I missed the part. The Rock Machine, below it says Nomads, does it? Okay, so this is, I don't know why we got that picture, but on the right it says MC, okay, and I don't see the 1%, but it's on there somewhere. In 2024, lawyers from Swift Law, who are intellectual property specialists in Toronto, challenged the trademark, claiming it had not been used commercially in years. and asked that it be canceled. This is some little bitty BS here. It had not been used commercially. So you can't sit on a trademark. You have to use it. And they claimed it had not been used commercially in years. That little bitty thing right there, they asked that it be canceled. We are acting on a client's behalf, on a client's behalf, but I'm not at liberty to disclose information about my client, says Rebecca Kupfer, a lawyer at Shift. An expungement proceeding was commenced on the belief that the trademark wasn't being used by the current owner. The expungement was to clear the way for my client, Kupfer said. My client does have some pending trademark applications that are similar. Not only similar, but exactly the same. Brown, the trademark's owner, is the mother of Sean Bad Dog Brown, a veteran biker who was once national president of the Rock Machine long after the Quebec War ended. The Browns said they know who is behind the move for the trademark. It's the American chapters of the Rock Machine, the new guys, the guys that have just now come on. We see this in club after club after club. They want to come to Canada to sell goods and open up again to restart in Canada, Sylviette Brown told the National Post in an interview. She said representatives of the Rock Machine in the United States contacted her about her trademark before the legal challenge. Before they went to Shift Law, they contacted me. They wanted for me to sort of grant them the authority to use my trademark in Canada. And they might give me a little percentage of that, blah, 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 whatever. I wasn't interested, she said. After the legal process started, the club contacted her again with a better offer, she said. This time they offered me $10,000 for me to sell it to them. She said she still refused. She wants the Rock Machine logo to stay in Canada, in Canadian hands, and off the streets, she said. Don't ever think for a minute that our reason to keep the trademark alive is to restart a club at our end, because we have no intention of doing that, she said. Sean Brown, who is known by the name of Bad Dog, and whose name is usually spelled incorrectly in media accounts as Sean, S-E-A-N, instead of S-H-A-W-N, said he and his mother want to keep the rights to the bird logo that he claims he designed as a boy. I designed this logo, I put it together, and now somebody I don't know wants to come up from the United States, revive the club, and take my copyright and my trademark. He said he did an original sketch of the mythical bird's head back in the 1980s and showed it to family members in Quebec. It was based on a drawing I did, absolutely, that I got inspired from a totem pole. Some of my family was deeply, yeah, it does look like a totem pole eagle thing, now that I think about it. Some of my family was deeply involved with the Rock Machine at the time, Sean Brown said. I was showing it to people, and they just loved it. The original Rock Machine shut down in around 2001 after waves of arrests, members defecting to the Hells Angels or patching over to other clubs, most notably the Bandidos Motorcycle Club, another large U.S.-based club with chapters in several countries. The Bandidos, in turn, self-destructed in Canada in 2006 when one faction murdered 8 dissident members in an attack known as the Shedden Massacre. Afterwards, some former Bandidos and other bikers reformed a new iteration of the Rock Machine around 2008. That's when Sean Brown held the reins until another split. So clubs and stuff, they split all the time. In the late 2010, the Rock Machine's Canadian website issued a rare news release declaring that Bad Dog, their national president, had been kicked out after a chapter-by-chapter vote. We've seen that before. They were recruiting members that didn't even have motorcycles, just street punks off the street, Sean Brown said in an interview this week. Are we going to take street punks, or are we not going to take street punks? And my position was no, we're not going to take street punks. Their position was yes, so he got voted out. He said he and several friends were looking at other clubs to join, but racist policies were an impediment. While Sean Brown is white, several of his biker buddies are black. I had a bunch of black members here in Ontario, and they weren't going to accept them. So the Hells Angels and stuff like that probably wouldn't take them. So the hell with them. Having guys with me that are black, nobody's going to take us in. It was just too much drama going on in the 1% world, he said. I've given it up completely. Still, he maintains affection for the Rock Machine design, he said. I want it to remain Canadian. I don't want to see the Americans get their hands on it. It shouldn't be controlled in a foreign land. America is already trying to make us the 51st state. They don't need to scoop up all our motorcycle clubs as well. The Rock Machine has since stumbled in Canada, but found some success abroad, including chapters in the United States, Australia, and Europe. A request for comment sent to some of the clubs, of course, was not responded to. A near constant in the Rock history is their logo. An outlaw motorcycle gang patch of their colors are typically their most prized possession. And it goes on to talk about, the differences them and the old club and stuff like that. It talks about a lot of stuff. But here is the thing. They said she wasn't using it commercially. And she said, well, she was using it commercially because she had been using the bird's head without the lettering in her farm business. Yeah, that didn't cut it. In February, in its February decision, that just happened, the trademark board ruled Brown hadn't proven commercial use of her trademark. And so Kupfer said we were successful in exactly what we intended to do. We commenced a proceeding to have the registration expunged by demonstrating that the current owner was not using the trademark, and the Browns said they will appeal that decision. So the Rock Machine original owners have lost their trademark, and now it's gone down to the American guys. And this is what happens if you don't understand intellectual properties law. And I've seen it happen to motorcycle club after motorcycle club after motorcycle club after motorcycle club. And it's something that you have to take care of. Kurt says they weren't even sanctioned by Texas, so they pulled them. Oh, well, I'm all taught. Pass this comment too. I didn't pass. Did I pass your comment? They weren't even sectioned by Texas. That's why they pulled them. No, I can't read your comments if I'm reading the story. Don't get mad at me. I go back and get them. Rock Machine left to USA like bandits. Too cold bunch of wankers. Interesting.
What's a wanker? What's a wanker?
It's a.
I'm just trying to understand.
It's
a British word. Yeah.
A wanker. It sounds like it's bad.
It's a European word for penis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
You learn that as a sailor as you go around.
Teach me, Daddy. Teach me.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. So, you any experience with that? Have you seen that in your time?
I've discussed this 1,000 times, Dragon, and nobody seems to want to listen. Nobody thinks big enough to understand that doing things like copywriting your logo or your name, trademarking your name is so important until they see somebody with the same logo or the same name, and then everybody wants to jump up and down and start screaming and yelling. I've said this 1,000 times, especially on my Facebook page, and I get a lot of pushback. I think a lot of clubs should be run like businesses, and they should handle the what needs to be handled like a business. There are, and I think we spoke about this briefly, there are clubs, the big clubs that have transcended the motorcycle club thing. They're not motorcycle clubs anymore. They are in, I guess, the traditional sense because they have patches, but they're not corporations. And you can't touch their logo, and they won't send anybody after you because they learn how to fight the big fight. They will send their lawyers knocking on your door because you use their logo, right? And they figured out, how it really works. It's the bottom line is, I've said this like again a million times. Trademark your copyright get a lawyer, and make sure everything in your club is legit. Whether you're a little club with 15 guys or you're a huge club with 15,000 guys, make sure your paperwork is on point. Make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's. There's other fights besides physical fighting in the street. There's the corporate fight too. I don't have to always hit you. I can
Yeah.
send my lawyer after you to get you. And hitting somebody in their pocket is 10 times worse than me punching you in the eye. Right? They look at rappers. Look at 50 Cent. He's not gonna come to your house. He's not gonna send goons to your house anymore. He's gonna take all your money. Right?
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
that the motorcycle community has to catch up and stop with this Neanderthal way of thinking. I don't know how to explain it. Look, man, trademark and copyright your stuff. It's important. Get your paperwork in order. It's important. So yes, I have seen it before. That's the answer to the question. Yes, I have seen it before.
So in my club, we've seen it about 3 times. The first guy, his name was Hogman. His intentions were pure and beautiful. He wanted to help the club protect itself. So he went down to the trademark office to trademark the Black Sabbath name for the club. He asked the bros, I think it was going to be, I don't know, $2,000 or something, if I remember the story. It's supposed to, okay, Ken, this is not going to work. Teach me, Daddy, teach me. We're not having that in the comments, bro. Okay, you just took me from the whole damn story. Anyway.
You got to watch what you say on air, Tia. They're going to grab it and run with it.
I
You got to watch what you
see.
say.
I see.
They're going to grab it and run with it. You got to watch it.
So the first guy, Hogman, he went to the club and said, hey, this is, I've already put, maybe he had already spent $2,000 and needed some other money or something, if I remember right. So he comes to the club and he says, I've already spent $2,000. I need a little bit more of this donation so we can get everything down and solid for the Black Sabbath. And nobody was interested, he told me. That all they want to do is party and drink and chase broads. Nobody was interested. And so he just said F with it and let it die. So when the club had a club split, another kid came through, a young guy, and he had learned about the whole patent office thing from Hogman. And so he goes to the patent office and patents the name of the Black Sabbath, which had been born in like 1972, became a club in 1974. Here in 1994, or 95 or so, maybe 96, this kid runs to the patent office, and next thing you know, he has patented a name, Black Sabbath, and a slightly different name, but it was the same patch, same logo, blah blah blah. So now that instituted a 20-year fight back and forth over this patch, and he didn't. It was just a slightly different name, just slightly different. But when the Black Sabbath, the original guys, tried to get a trademark, finally, the trademark office says no because your patent looks too close. Your trademark looks too close to his. So during some of the fighting between us, we would have patch makers that would be making our patches, and he would send over his trademark and tell them, if you make their patch, we'll sue you. We had to go through all this kind of shit. Then another dirtbag comes in a couple of years ago. His name was Derek Belcher. This guy tried to again get the trademark away from those folks. Now, how do you get a trademark for a motorcycle club in 2020 that was born in 1972? The answer, they didn't take care of their shit. They didn't take care of their business. That's how. They never took care of their business. The start of my comment was that the Rock Machine colors aren't even the same as the originals. The originals were red and gold. Now they are black and platinum. Same eagle though. But again, very close to the original. Very close to how it's done. Just a slight difference. You can get to the patent office and they'd have the same problem we have. So you have to know. And then this is something that I found by accident, straight up by accident. When I was looking up the Black Sabbath patents, I wanted to show you guys some stuff. This is something I saw from a motorcycle club. And this kind of stuff is just right out for everybody to see. Here is a club that we know, Block Burners. Now, I don't know anything about this patent except that there was a fraud or a misrepresentation that somebody tried to get their patent, and from what I'm reading, they lied to the patent office. Okay, so these are the guys who are the original patent owners, and it says right here that these guys, and I remember I was around when these guys started. They started right here in Atlanta. I know the guy who started them. I was here with them. I hung out with them. Would hang out in their original shop. This was a way back in the early 2000s. They were right in my neighborhood. I would go hang out with them. They they had a little repair shop. I saw these folks evolve. These Block Burners have become a major club down here. They got chapters all over the country. They got members all over the country. They're doing their damn thing. And it looks like, so this talks about, hey, we put in a lot of money. We started this thing back in 2005. We were doing this, that, and the other. And then somebody came in, this registrant, knowingly made a false material misrepresentation with the intent to deceive the Patent and Trademark Office by filing a false application. They willfully deceived the Patent and Trademark Office by stating that their use or their desire to get the Block Burners trademark, they said it was the first use of the trademark, and in commerce was on December 1, 2005. They tried to say someone deceived the patent office. I haven't read through this whole thing, but this is some patent BS stuff that happens between clubs. But people will get to the patent office. This is the new club warfare. Go and fight you at the patent office, the trademark office.
I think they're just a little behind, Dragon. It's all corporate war has always been around. They're just getting a taste of it, right?
Well, I mean, the new warfare in motorcycle clubs is what I'm trying to say. Right.
Right. But the Jewish folks don't send goons out to your door. They're not gonna send goons to come see you. They're gonna beat you in the courtroom, and they're gonna hit you in your pocket where it really counts. And I've been screaming this for the longest time, and I don't mean to cut you off, but things like renting your clubhouse, it comes up for sale. You guys have the cash, but you'd rather pay rent than buy the building. How does that make sense? You have all this you have all this money sitting in a box somewhere in somebody's bedroom from your dues, and nobody wants to invest it in anything. Nobody wants to open a bank account and make this a legit business because nobody has that foresight. And that I'm in a president tackle all day. I attack presidents all day because that falls on the president. The president has to have a business mindset. If he doesn't, then things like this don't get done. Things like this should be common sense. What you're discussing right now should be common sense, right? Let's trademark. Let's get a bank account. Let's start buying things. Let's open businesses. Let's do something other than drink and smack stripper ass all day. But what do I know? What do I know, man? I'm on YouTube.
Smack stripper ass all day.
I'm on YouTube. What do I know? I'm sorry, Tia.
You don't know.
No, I love it. Preach.
Yeah, well, they're not listening to you. You can preach all day, but they not listening.
No. Somebody is listening. Somebody is listening.
But this should be standard. This should be standard with every single motorcycle club that has a patch on their back. This should be automatic, 101. Every club out there should have their paperwork in order. Everybody. And I bet you right now we could run a search on 99% of the patents out there, the patches out there, and we'd own them all. We'd
Yeah.
own every single solitary one of them, right?
That's
Because
sad but true.
nobody has a business mindset. And I'm going to always take it back to the president. If your president doesn't have a business mindset and he's not a visionary, man, get you a new president. So this stuff like this doesn't happen. Replace your
or or
president.
or get you somebody like that on your team that's really good and savvy with that. You know,
But you
where
know,
you weak, find somebody that makes you strong. That's what makes a team a good team.
but here's what
Cause
happens to you. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off. Here's what happens when you do that. Presidents, and now I'm going off on a tangent. This has nothing to do with what the topic is, but presidents don't surround themselves with people that are smarter than them because they feel threatened by them. Right? If you're smarter than the president, you show that you're smarter than the president, they will silence you and shut you down so quick. They only surround themselves with like-minded individuals.
yeah,
A
that's
sheep,
true.
a sheep hangs out with more sheep. You're never going to see a sheep appoint a wolf. That's never going to happen. And conversely, wolves hang out with wolves. They're never going to appoint sheep.
Yeah,
And I think that's
yeah.
the problem. So that's not going to happen to you. That's not going to happen.
You are so right. C1 said here, don't know if it's true, but I remember hearing a club voted a member out of the club, but didn't know that that club member was the owner of their clubhouse. That guy kicked them out. You heard rumor? It actually happened in the Black Sabbath. The
Yeah.
man's name was Paul Pep Perry, the founder. They voted him out of the club one year, and everything in the clubhouse, the rent, the utilities, it was all in his name.
So he won. He won.
Well, you know, and the father is so beautiful about it because he actually left. They kicked him out, changed the locks, and he left. And
he won.
You should have seen him. He was walking around. Oh my God, Pep looked so bad. Him and oh my good, Mad Mitch. These guys were like 20-year members at the time when they put him out in the street, and they would come to the clubhouse every day and just sit there like lost sheep. And then they went and joined some kind of VFW or something. What, I forget. They went and joined another kind of like organization. What was it? Hawks or some shit.
So he beat their ass, Jack. He won. He won.
And so they were doing that for about a year maybe or so. And they just looked like, it was like, why would you go join that? Just come back to the club, like. And but it all came to a crescendo when he kept telling them, Pep kept telling them, take the club out of my name, take the clubhouse out of my name, take the utilities out of my name. And they wouldn't do it. And then I don't know, the crescendo happened when one day Pep decided he was tired of it and came back and put those guys out. They called the police. They called the police on him. He showed up with the locksmith and locks and put their ass out. Those are the same guys I was talking about that started their own club name that was very similar to the Black Sabbath club name. It was all history. So yeah, this actually happened in our club. Man, we've seen it all, bro. We've seen it all.
You know the sad part, Dragon, is you're gonna report on this. I'm gonna get on Facebook and scream and yell about it. They're gonna watch this and know it, and they're still not gonna do anything about it. That's the sad part, right? Once you know, you can't say you don't know. They're gonna go to church, and nobody in church is gonna say, "Hey, I think that we should do X, Y, Z." And is it done already? Has anybody looked at? They're not gonna do anything about it. So it's
And
kind of like
maybe not.
they're
And
not gonna
maybe
do anything
not,
about it.
Brother Wu. And maybe not. Maybe this will fall on a
Think so?
listening ear. You know,
Think
you just
so?
have to put the information out there and just hope that somebody catches it. And when you at a gas station one day, somebody walk up to you and say, "Thank you. Thank you for putting that information out there about this, because I never thought about that till you said so." That happens to Dragon all the time.
Really? I think to
Yes.
everybody. This should be everybody, though. It shouldn't be one person. How many clubs are in the United States? Everyone should be on this page.
Yeah.
This should be topic of conversation They should be calling emergency meetings right now to find out if their logo, their paperwork is right.
I hear about it all the time.
99% of them right now are watching, going, "Oh shit, is our stuff right?" They don't even know. They have no idea,
Yeah.
right? This should be topic of conversation to be done ASAP, just to protect yourself and your club, right? But
Right.
but
All right. So let's so clubs. Okay, so here's the final word on that. Clubs, man, get your act together. In my own club, I've seen it. I've seen these people, man, come through, and it's a new guy. I've been in the club 5 years. Uh, and in the case of this dude named Hardcore, when he put the whole thing together, we like we have the document. It said who's the national president. He wrote his name down. He's never even been. It's funny. It's funny what these people do, man. It's ridiculous. They're dirtbags. This guy was never ever voted a national president or anything like that. He was trying to steal the logo. And of course, he had some glorious story of I was just trying to get it for the club. So when you put national president's name down, why didn't you put the national president's name? Why did you put your own name? These people are devastating. They will destroy your club. They will steal it from you. You need to have your club business together. Period.
absolutely,
You need to have your
absolutely.
club business together. All right. Next thing we'll say is really quickly here. Hey, Miss Tia, your thing today as a biker wife, because Tia's got a biker wife channel that's getting ready to come out. It's going to be called Biker Wife. She did it once before, but she quit because
She didn't have the backing of the Black Dragon. That's why she quit.
that's why she quit.
I wasn't a biker wife.
She
Oh
wasn't a
my
biker
God.
wife.
I wasn't a biker wife,
You
although
were.
in some people's opinion I was. I had to, I titles are very important to women. So, you can't I never liked the phrase girlfriend. Now woman sounds a little better, but to be somebody's wife, that takes on a whole new meaning. That's the reason why I'm
Okay.
sitting here
Oh,
where I
you're
am right
somebody's wife
now.
now. Okay. All right. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
So
She,
when is the channel debut? When is it?
I don't know, brother Wu. It's so hard to get people to come forward and speak,
Well,
and I want people.
we
Mhm.
got you. We got you. You have an amazing voice. People that don't know you, I'm getting to know you. You have an amazing energy. You have an amazing energy. So you're the voice. Come on, Tia.
Well, I
come
hope
on.
that's what I'm doing now. That's
Come
why
on.
I'm
Preach to
here.
her, Woo. Tell her, Woo, because I can't tell her nothing.
But
She don't.
she should get on it today and come up with some time. Look, Dragon Eye and Lavish will come on and be your backup dancers, and we'll support you and
How
we'll
are we going to
discuss
go on the Biker
I
Wives
love
channel?
that. That's support. That's what's up,
because we
brother.
can give a man's perspective as to what the
Yeah.
topic is of the day, right? We can discuss certain things about men and women
Okay.
relationships or whatever her
Okay.
channel's going to be about. Let's
Okay.
support her. Tia, I
Okay.
got you, Tia. I got you, Tia.
Woo got
I
I got you,
love
Tia.
that, brother. Thank
Yeah,
you so
I
much.
got you.
I feel like I'm being
For-
mowed over here.
Forget Black Dragon. We don't need Black Dragon. We got you, Tia.
That's
We
right.
got Tia.
Hey, I'm good.
We don't need him.
That's right. No one does. Hey,
No.
Black Dragon, if your club gets passed over, does the major club hold the minor club's trademark? Wow. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if clubs go that far when they patch over clubs and stuff. I just don't know that question, the answer to that question. It would seem like maybe they would, but I just don't know. So, okay, so Tia's question today is what was Tia's question? How do you handle Tia? Let me go back and find it. How do you handle okay, Tia Bunch joins us for real talk on strippers and loose women on the biker set, especially when your man is actively involved. How do old ladies handle it? What's protocol? What crosses the line? No filter, no excuses. Wow.
I think that's one of my biggest regrets about your life. It's like one of the biggest issues, one of the biggest problems is when you got these women,
My life.
disrespectful women, who do not care about you and what you love. that try to destroy what you have. And that could be men too. He closed his camera. But
Come on,
you
Tia.
said the other day your relationship have to be strong. I don't care if you in a church,
Absolutely.
if you at work,
Absolutely.
because there are always gonna be someone who sees what you have and wants it for themselves, and if they can't get it, they don't have any problem with destroying what you have.
Absolutely. Truth. Absolutely the
So
truth.
let's just start there. But first off, I know who I am. I know what I bring to a man's life. You won't take 1,000 of your hard earned working dollars and throw it in the air. Some of you will. You will go to a strip club and absolutely throw it when your children need things at home. I'm not okay. A man is not going to lose what he cannot find. It's something within me. It's not on me. It's something money can't buy. You could buy a new ass. You could buy a new body, but something that's within you, you can't even buy that in a store. So when you know you possess something that a lot of women, I don't care who they are or what they got, do not possess, you move differently. So the little shit that you see on the side, the little slick disrespect, it means nothing to you, because in your mind you like, I'm gonna let him be him, because I know at the end of the day he couldn't be who he is without me.
Absolutely.
You falling in love with what you see, but you don't see who is propping him up and holding him up. But a lot of
Absolutely.
women do, and they crave that energy too. That's why women can come sit next to me while they're rubbing on his leg. Everybody wants some crumbs sometimes. My dad used to say you can have a steak at home, but men, we sometimes we crave nasty cold ass pizza. My dad was so real, and he taught me all my game, majority of it. But when those women come around, it's like, okay, what king didn't have women around them grabbing on them? That's what I know how he acts. I'm sitting right there, so sometimes when you're close up, you see a lot of things that you maybe not supposed to see. So when it comes to strippers and different things like that, I know that he's running a bar. I know he's running a club. I know that he has this little motorcycle things going on, and I just try to be respectful and understanding. But there's some things I'm just not gonna stand for. Like, you would never see my ass on the Epstein Island. I'm not gonna be associated or attached to things that hurt children and the elderly and the innocent. I don't need that in my life. So I deal with them. I just pray for them. You know, a lot of women will never have what I have. They will never have a man that says that they can say really loves them. So a lot of times when you see that, you want it, you crave it by any means necessary, right? And so, a lot of people get to be grown and realize, wow, my mom was the side chick.
Hmm.
My father was a whore. But you understand that the creator created us, he with our sexual organs, and he said, I want you to be fruitful and multiply. So if you wasn't the side chick, if your mom wasn't the side chick, maybe you wouldn't be here. And where there's life, there's God. So I don't hate those women. I just hope they learn something from me. And I hope they become better women and realize that they're worthy of being somebody's wife too. Don't go by what nobody told you or what they showed you. Love yourself, sis, and know that you are worthy of being loved and respected. Don't let nobody disrespect you out here. You are that bitch. You are that queen. You are everything. and you are a creator of life. So let's just be sisterly and just respectful of each other. If you know we gotta share these men, let's just be respectful of each other. Let's not. I would just be so hurt if I knew I was the cause of another woman crying at night. I don't need that in my life. God don't bless me being that type of person. I need all his blessings. We need blessings, right? To be able to be here today as a blessing, because some people didn't wake up. They had plans for Friday, or they woke up in the jail cell or a hospital. Don't play with that. So those are my sisters, and I encourage those women to buy Black Dragon's book about the Social Club Bible, and just reading that book because I was sitting right there next to him when he wrote it. And it made me feel so proud. It made me feel so proud to be a woman on an MC set. So ladies, get that when he called it a Bible, it's a handbook, and there's so much good information in there. I wouldn't tell you that if I didn't think so.
I don't have
So
any social club Bibles there. Damn.
I was waiting for the basket to come around so I could put my money in it. She went to church. Boy, she went to church today. Oh, man. Oh man. But I'm gonna epilogue that. I'm gonna epilogue that real quick. Sister Tia, and I'm gonna say out of all the women Black Dragon could have chose, out of all the women he knows want him, he
yeah,
chose you. He chose you. He chose you. That in
yeah,
and of itself doesn't need an explanation.
right,
That's
right.
it. That just
I
closes the door.
appreciate that so much. Thank you, brother.
He
You made me
he
feel so
chose you.
good.
But he all the women that rub on his leg and purr up next to him and baby this, baby that, he ignored every single solitary one of them. He
He
said,
did the
nope.
best he could, and while they was holding his hand on that side, he never let go of my hand on this
There you
side.
go.
So
He
I know
said,
this man loves
nope,
me.
nope. I choose this lady right here for a reason. So there you go. That you don't need to explain anything else other than I won. That's it. I won the prize. That's it.
And I hope want more women find that. Like, I want my daughters to be happy. I want my sisters to be happy. These women deserve to be happy. Nobody want, even the ones that y'all call set hoes. They was hurt at some time. They started out trying to be good women, married, getting married, and trying to be faithful. And something just was born in them when they were hurt,
Right.
and they and
Well,
they didn't heal.
right.
We
You know,
all hurt. All of us are hurt out here. So let's just you know pull together and just help each other heal.
But the difference between you and a lot of women is you have an extreme, and I said this before we came on air, you have an extremely positive energy. And energy, you get whatever energy you thought into the universe, what you get in return. Right. So in order for them to get something positive like you have, they have to change their energy, change your vibe, change how you carry yourself. The moment you start to do that is the moment the universe starts sending you what you deserve. That's just the way I see it.
Amen. You
And you
preaching.
have what you have, what you have because of your energy, because of the way you come across, the way you present yourself. That's why you were able to take home the prize. It's just that it's not rocket science. It's just that simple. Keep doing what you're doing, sister. Keep
yeah,
doing what you're doing. Keep being that positive light that you are.
people say Black Dragon chose well or whatever. I don't think I think she chose me. She cleaned me up and brought me out of the.
Well, we did that for each other. When I met you, I was in a dark place. I was in a broken place. And you crawled in this hole with me. We were there together. We both was hurt. But all we knew is we had each other to make us feel stronger. I was trying to heal, and that's the hardest thing when you love to walk away from someone you love, but you know that it can't go on no more. Like God told me, this cannot go on no more. This is not what He wants for me anymore, and that's a hard thing to do. Some women don't even survive that, and I was in a hole. When you found me, I felt like I was a wounded broken puppy. And you picked me up and you was just like coddling me like, oh, you're cute. Come hang with me. Oh,
Yeah.
you come over here with me. Go. I like how you talk. Oh, somebody told you sound like a man. Your voice is sexy to me. Oh my gosh. Your name is beautiful. Why won't you use your real name? Your name is so beautiful.
Yes,
You
to
pour
Nelly.
into me so
It
much
is
love
beautiful to
and you
me.
made me feel so whole. So all of that, when those women come on to you around me, it hurts me. I do have a little, I'm a woman, but then I'm like, you know what? I know when we leave here, we're gonna pick right back up from where we was. And I know I'm queen. And I'm the princess actually. And my dad treated my mom like a princess. And I always knew that I'm supposed to be treated like a princess because that's what I saw growing up. My mom was a princess. She didn't want for shit. She only worked 2 jobs in my whole entire life. And my dad made her quit those jobs when things weren't cool on the home front.
Hmm.
But 10 children, she raised 10 children in the hood on the west side of Chicago. My parents did. So I'm sorry that a lot of you all don't know your father or don't know your mother. I grew up with my mother and I grew up with my father. So that's royalty off the rip. And I just want everybody to know that if you alive right now, somebody loves you. And there's so much work out here we could be doing with aside from beefing with each other. Like it's easy to do that. We all we got. Let's utilize this time God put us together to help each other eat and grow and just be better. We went to a repast for our sister, Sexy Seduction, last Saturday.
Saturday, yes.
It was so beautiful to be able to stand up and tell her family and her children why she left them at some days and why she put on that cut and why she was so attached to her motorcycle family. The family said, Black Sabbath, can you guys come up
Hmm.
and talk about this woman and let her know that her children, every time her children shared their mom with us, it wasn't in vain. She was doing God's work. She was this girl was so fly. She loved to dress up and her creativity was so addictive, like electrifying. And for you, Dragon, to stand up and represent, you did some presidential shit that day. So that's why I could back you on to starting these clubs because you move presidential. You're not trying to tear nobody down. If they come for you, it's because if you go for them, it's because they came for you. And I 9 times out of 10, you have a big heart. So if these people come for you, I understand and I get it. But to be able to stand up and tell that girl's family why she hung out with us, she was loved. We loved your mom. She did this. That made them children feel proud. They told us that. They weren't even gonna have a repast or no funeral service for it. That hurted them so bad. This is a young woman. This was a young woman. They don't even know her cause of death.
Right.
But all I know is she lived like she didn't have time to play. And that's what we got to realize. We don't have time. We gotta get this information out there. We gotta love on who love on us. We gotta support and do the work that God assigned us to do.
Amen.
Amen. Jesus, I don't need to go to church this week. Babe, we don't have to go to church on Sunday.
I'm
Tia
sorry.
done took us to school. That's it.
I can get a little carried away sometimes, but
No, Dragon, Mickey Mouse says it is now
Time. It is time.
time. It is time for me
It is time. Okay.
Mickey Mouse.
And we're on right at an hour and 9 minutes, so we almost did it together. Hey, what's up, Darquita? Good to see you there. She says amen as well. So listen, tomorrow, Monday. What are we going to talk about Monday? Woo? We already said.
Yeah, I don't remember. We'll get it this weekend, though.
429. HB 429.
Yes, HB 429. Absolutely.
Okay. So, yeah, that's passing, and we y'all need to. The biker world is going to regret it if this passes. All right,
Absolutely.
I'll let you out of here, Woo.
As always, man, the first thing I want to say is thank you to Black Dragon for allowing me to voice my opinion on his platform. Without you, I wouldn't be able to get started in this. And of course, thank you to Hollywood, Insane Throttle. He was instrumental in getting me going with this also. So from everybody in New York City, man, I'm out of here. Peace.
Peace, man. And lovely Mrs. Tia Bunch.
We made it to Friday, y'all. We did it. We did it. Pat yourself on the back, get you a shot, smoke that cigar, and just say a prayer, and just know that you accomplished something big this week. We'll see you again, like Dragon say, same bat station, same bat time, and let's just keep this train moving.
Yeah, cool. All right, baby girl, talk to you soon. Bye-bye. All right, you guys, make sure to get my newest book. Do I have the commercial for my newest book? Is this it?
Brothers of the Black Sabbath MC Nation, join me. Let's become stronger than we ever were. Yeah, brother. A breed apart.
Our newest book, which is the what is the name of the book? The Motorcycle Club Chaplain's Handbook. The Motorcycle Club Chaplain's Handbook. That should be available like Monday or Tuesday of next week. It'll be available on Amazon, Kindle. It'll also be available at blackdragonsgear.com. It'll be in a paperback version and a hardcover. It's the first book ever written of its kind to instruct motorcycle club chaplains on the motorcycle club set. All right, I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. Peace. Swoosh. Mm-hmm.